Hi all, I'll be going over how taking as heal Alacrity Mechanist. Tank aggro in this fight is entirely proximity based, toughness is optional based on your comfort. To start, pre-boon the group, then you're going to position yourself away from the group with your back to where you'll want the Hydra to teleport for her second phase. Keep your mech in range of the group always, and remember to upkeep boons. Disclaimer, I am bad at sidestepping Hydra autos consistently. You can sidestep all her autos by stepping forward quickly. I need to be a little bit faster with some of them. The Hydra auto chain goes double auto, flame breath, double auto, defiance bar. Make sure you got your CCs ready for the defiance bar, and if you get hit by any of her attacks, just cleanse the condies off yourself. The Hydra will do another auto chain, and then end it with its teleport. Follow the Hydra after the teleport. You're going to position yourself again inside her box, away from the group, and you want your back to be at a flat side of the triangle. Wrangle your mech, and remember to avoid the pointy sides because that's where the fireballs will drop. Get out of her hitbox during the teleport attack. Remember to continue staying close to the group to retain tank. Now we're going to do the pyre. Here I'm using Throw Mine to boon strip the Protection Pyre. Once you're at Qadim for phase 1, you'll position yourself 2 pizza slices away from your stack. You'll want to get right up to his box, but not be touching it, otherwise you'll take heavy damage. Your mech can also take damage from the box, so be careful with positioning. It's very common for less proficient groups that they'll steal tank from you, so just remember to yell at them if that happens. Remember to still dodge all mechanics that you need to dodge or block. And if your group needs to CC, be ready for the CC once he's phasing for that. Here we're going to skip CC and face the destroyer. So the next boss up is the destroyer. You're going to group up with your group, pre-boon them again before the lamp. Make sure you're giving them swiftness. Get ready to CC when the destroyer spawns. You're going to position yourself again inside the box with your back to a flat side of the triangle to avoid getting fireballed. The destroyer has extremely telegraphed attacks, so you're essentially going to be taking 1 step to the right and then 1 step to the left. Take a step to the right to avoid the attack, step to the left to come back. Dodge all shockwave attacks, or you can also block them. And I dodge again. Again, at this point, if you're going to see another CC, just be ready to CC it. Here we have DPS the CC phase. We're going to do another pyre. I am going to once again strip the prot with the mites. Phase 2 of Qadim, you have 2 options for tanking. The easiest is stack with the group on the same pizza slice and let them take the extra damage of all his autos. If you want to reduce group damage on the group, you can essentially do what I'm doing. This is helpful if you're solo healing. You're going to be 1 pizza slice away and be careful with the bouncy flame balls because those will insta-down you. So dodge that. Get out of the bouncy flame ball. Get back on stack. Make sure you're the closest. Here's the Chev. Dodge. Make sure you dodge the fireball. Just upkeep boons because this phase has a higher healing pressure, especially if your group's messing up mechanics. Here we out DPS the CC again. The next thing you're tanking is Patriarch. For Patriarch, again, you're going to be inside the box, away from the group. Pre-boon them. The Wyverns essentially have 4 attacks. There is a big swipe, which is a small swipe, and then a wing jab. For the swipe attacks, you generally want to dodge. For the wing jab and this flame breath, you just want to be all up in the box as close to the center as possible, but making sure you're not so far forward that the Wyvern will flip onto the group. So again, I'm dodging or blocking the swipes and then just getting close for jabs and flame breath. Here's the CC. So once Patriarch is at 75%, it is basically dead, and so you can send your group to Matt at that point. Once Zomeros comes up, he will take over tanking Patriarch for you first, and then Matriarch. Remember to dodge the big swipes or sidestep them. It's a bit easier to dodge them. Okay, for the next phase, you are going to get your group ready for teleport, or if you guys are doing the jumping puzzle for that, you'll be pre-booning them here and make sure they have swiftness for the right after the port because they'll be running. So yeah, I'm just pumping them full of buffs. Just be really careful with your acid bomb cancels because as you can see here, you can get a little screwed up if you cancel them late. So for this last phase, the tanking becomes a lot easier. I do kind of copy what I'm doing for phase 2 because Qadim once in a while will throw some autos at you just to reduce the healing pressure on the group. Again, that's more important if you're solo healing. But yeah, that's essentially. But yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I will be posting a few extra details in the video description.